If your holiday to-do list is still a mile long, you have a packed schedule wondering, can I get all this done? You are not alone. Stress certainly spikes this time of year. So Dr. Sandra Berg with CareSource is our guest today with some advice to help us all just stay calm. That's going to be a great topic for all of us. Dr. Berg, good to see you.
Thank you, Dave.
Explain real fast to our viewers what CareSource is before we go into the ideas.
Sure. CareSource is a Medicaid managed care company,
Right.
and I'm the Director of Behavioral Health at CareSource.
You've done this a long time.
I've done this a long time.
So you've seen a lot of people with a lot of stress over the years.
I have, as a person that was practicing and now in managed care, the stress levels go way up this time of year.
Yeah, so
starting in Thanksgiving.
What can we do? I mean, we talk about it so often, but what is something we can tangibly do and right now to help manage some of that stress?
So one of the things is around expectations. You know, as a kid, we think of this magical time of the year, and we really build up to it. And as adults, we kind of see that disconnect between reality and expectations. So really understanding what your expectations are, and are they manageable? What are other people's expectations of you? You know, as a mom, what do my kids expect me to do, and am I putting that on myself? So really managing those expectations, where they're coming from, and leveling them out. One
of the things I say personally, maybe you do too, is I just say, all I can do is all I can do. And that's it. And I love you, but this is all I can do right now. And maybe that's a sentiment that we should all think about.
I think it's perfect, because it's really about that balance between setting limits and setting boundaries with folks, because they can put some pretty heavy expectations, and they can put some of that back on you. And it's like, you know, this is where my limit is, and I love you, but
yeah, you and I were talking before we came back on the air here about being resentful, perhaps, as you're trying to get everything done, see everybody, get everybody together. It doesn't always work out sometimes, especially with a lot of broken families now. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, this is a time of season where it's extremely busy, and I think part of that busyness leads to the stress. And there are reminders during this time of the dissolution of family, or maybe people, my kids, what's telling you, I have two in Switzerland right now that are far away, and so we can't get together. Or, some families face everybody coming together at Christmas time, which can also add to a lot of that preparation and stress and the emotional anxiety of those relationships reconnecting.
Got about 30 seconds to go. Give me the do's and don'ts of a family gathering. What you don't talk about, what you don't bring up, real fast.
No politics, no religion, and talk about kids.
And maybe limit the alcohol too, because that can be an issue sometimes too.
And eating habits.
Yeah.
Keep those in check.
Yeah. So if folks want some resources, what are some resources they could go to?
Absolutely.
Maybe?
If you're really feeling overwhelmed, 988.
Yeah.
Great resource. The community mental health centers here in Topeka area are wonderful. NAMI of Kansas, mental health services, they all have resources. So those are the top ones.
Yeah. Dr. Berg, thank you so much. This is great information. I mean, obviously we can all use this information. It's certainly timely this time of year. Happy holidays to you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
And we're glad you were here today.